It's been a while since Audi brought up the original A5, a model that managed to blend things that are pretty hard to blend. Suddenly, buyers were not forced to choose between style and practicality anymore, as this model had it all. The second generation carried in the same way, offering the same combination of style and substance. But it's been around for a while, for about 7 years. And while we are eagerly awaiting for the third generation to come and continue the evolution, we are wondering, is the outgoing model still good enough to take on the key rivals? Stay with us as we take a quick look at the 2024 Audi A5, where luxury comes in a sporty package. The current model will end its production soon and leave room for the third generation, and it will walk off the stage with style. The Ingolstadt company decided to offer a couple of subtle but quite interesting updates to make a more attractive proposal to those who may think it's better to look at other places or maybe wait for the new model to come. The novelties are mostly in terms of standard equipment, affecting even the most basic variants of this sporty compact. Even the most basic 2024 Audi A5 comes standard with a heated steering wheel with hands-on detection, as well as a set of drive assistance features like adaptive cruise control, active lane assist, and parking sensors. Models above the base versions also get a remote start and My Audi app as part of the standard offer, while it's also worth mentioning that there are a few aesthetical tweaks. For example, the color offer changed a bit, as the Tango Red is no longer available. Instead, Audi offers a new shade of red called Progressive Metallic. Finally, range-topping models get upgrades like traffic sign recognition and adaptive cruise control, as well as a 6-month subscription to the Audi Connect Plus and Audi App Store. Other than the new color option, you won't notice any difference on the 2024 A5, considering that the overall design remains untouched. The familiar silhouette is there, which combines two worlds, a 4-door layout with a typical coupe sloping roof, something that Audi simply calls Sportsback. For those more associated with traditional coupe form, Audi offers a genuine 3-door version, though the former is definitely our pick because we don't find the 3-door version more attractive enough to sacrifice the versatility of the Sportback. In any case, the familiar mix of sharp and curvy lines is still there, and even though the A5 has never been the prettiest one, it aged extremely well. Better than the competition, we would say. It looks fresh and modern, with nothing suggesting it's been around for such a long time. Just like the more conventional 4-door sedan iteration, this one also benefits from the fact it rides on an MLB platform with everything you would expect from a 4-ring German. A longitudinally mounted engine comes in a combination with Audi's famous Quattro all-wheel drive system, but the perfect grip isn't the only thing that contributes to Audi's pleasant driving experience. The chassis also seems well designed, and unlike the previous generation, the current A5 is actually pretty engaging to drive. Of course, those who have experience with the Bavarian rival, the 4 Series and 4 Series Grand Tourer, as well as some slightly more exotic alternatives such as the Alfa Romeo Giulia, will still find this Sportback dull in terms of driving experience. But for an average driver, things are engaging enough. The A5 feels composed and doesn't sacrifice comfort all that much, even though we can't say it's as comfy as the C-Class. It is a well-rounded package, strong on both sides of the spectrum, an attractive, sporty coupe that offers a little bit of everything. The same thing is with the interior design, where the A5 still feels incredibly fresh. The dashboard is pretty much the same as on the A4 sedan, which is a good thing. A mix of classic, conservative aesthetics and high-tech has always been Audi's winning combination, especially if we consider the excellent build quality. The whole cabin feels super solid, and that's one of the aspects where Audi definitely beats key rivals in this segment. The driving position, visibility, ergonomics, everything seems pretty good for a 7-year-old car. The front seats are well designed, comfortable, and supportive enough, though not at the level of some competitors like the Lexus IS. The second row is where the similarities with the A4 sedan end, considering that things are tighter in this one, especially in the 3-door version. Still, most adults should feel just fine, despite that the sloping roof definitely takes a little bit of headroom. With its sportback rear-end design, the A5 manages to look attractive and be practical at the same time, which isn't easy in this segment. Moreover, the 4-door version feels much more like a proper hatchback, with the ability to accommodate nearly 22 cubic feet of luggage. For comparison, one of the key rivals, the 4 Series Grand Coupe, offers 16.6 cubic feet of cargo space behind the second row. As expected, the A5 Coupe is good for about 11 cubic feet. All in all, the A5 is comfortable, stylish, and practical from the inside, but it's not flawless. If there is one thing to complain about, that would be the road noise. It's surprisingly high for a German premium car, definitely an aspect where the competition performs better. The A5 relies on Audi's familiar 2.0-liter Turbo 4, which we like very much because of a good mix of power, refinement, and fuel economy. The base version, with the 40 designation, puts out 201 horsepower and 236 pound-feet of torque, which is plenty enough to ensure decent driving dynamics and satisfy most of the drivers. Moreover, the engine comes coupled with a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, characterized by quick and seamless shifts. For those looking for something peppier, the same engine is available in a version with 261 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque, enough to hit 60 in about 5 seconds. Besides solid driving dynamics, the A5 also feels at home in corners, thanks to the aforementioned standard all-wheel drive system. At the same time, the fuel economy is pretty decent for the class, with the base engine returning around 26 miles per gallon city and 35 miles per gallon highway. Designed to compete with the likes of Mercedes-AMG C43, the S5 comes with a familiar 3.0-liter turbocharged V6 with a max output of nearly 350 horsepower. Unlike the lower trims, this one doesn't rely on a dual-clutch gearbox, as it probably wouldn't be able to handle the additional power and torque. Instead, it rather uses an 8-speed automatic with a torque converter. Once again, all-wheel drive is standard, and with all these features put together, the S5 hits 60 in just a little bit over 4 seconds, enough to keep pace with rivals. Of course, this model brings further upgrades, whether it's about brakes or suspension, as well as visual tweaks. Moreover, it's even available with additional upgrades, such as the black optic package, which makes it look even cooler thanks to black exterior details, massive 20-inch wheels, etc. Then, there's the S Sport package with upgrades that can turn the S5 into a real beast, with features like a torque-vectoring rear differential and adaptive damper. Still, what impresses us most about the S5 isn't its maximum performance, but its multifaceted nature. Like most other competitors, this one also features different drive modes, 3 of them to be precise. But while most rivals bring barely notable changes with their different drive modes, this kind of switching in the S5 means engaging different personalities. This particularly refers to the comfort mode, which turns the S5 into a relaxed daily driver, a car that doesn't rush with downshifts and doesn't offer instant throttle response. Then, with just one press of the button and engagement of dynamic and auto modes, this changes drastically, and that quite impressive amplitude is probably what we like about the S5 most. The Audi A5's trim level organization is quite simple. Like in most other Audis, the offer starts with the premium trim, priced at around $46,600. For that money, you get leather upholstery, heated front seats, and a heated steering wheel. The list of standard equipment also includes a 10.1-inch infotainment screen, as well as wireless smartphone integration, a 10-speaker audio system, tri-zone climate control, and many more. Pretty much everything you would expect in this class. For a little bit over $50,000, you can get the Premium Plus, another typical Audi designation. The upgrades are various, And some of the highlights are goodies like a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, wireless charging, premium Bang & Olufsen audio system, as well as various drive assistance upgrades. Finally, the Prestige trim sits at the top, with an asking price of around $56,100. For that sum, the list of standard equipment expands and includes upgraded exterior lighting, heads-up display, navigation, and many more. As for the S5 model, the trim level organization is the same, so you can also choose between Premium, Premium Plus, and Prestige, along with the aforementioned optional packages. What's more important is that the V6 engine, as well as the other quintessential S features, come in all versions of the S5, including the base model that costs around $57,000. A fully loaded S5 goes north of $70,000. What do you think of the 2024 Audi A5? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.